You know, we can't afford to lose any money from the Treasury.
Why fire the central bank or respected central bank?
Farid, what I would like to do is perhaps focus on the economy, because I don't think I want to get into this issue of firing, not firing. He's still governor of the central bank. He has been suspended. He hasn't been fired. But I think we need to focus on the central issue, which is no $1 should be lost from the Treasury. Any money that belongs to it must be remitted. That's what we're insisting. And the president, we pushed for a forensic audit. He has ordered one yesterday, that there should be a forensic audit to determine where these monies are, what is unaccounted for. Is it the 10.8 billion that we are saying from the accounts? We've been working on this for 2 years. And, is it 50 billion? Is it 20? Is it 12? What is the amount? We need to know for the sake of the Nigerian people. And he has ordered that. So we want it to be independent. We want it to be well done so that we can lay to rest.
So how do you solve the problem of corruption? You've been in government twice. You have a reputation for being extremely honest. What would you do if you had a magic wand? You were president. What would you do to get Nigeria to get this cancer out of its system?
Well, Farid, with that, there are no easy answers. But there's one thing I want to say and repeat. No one can fight corruption for Nigerians except Nigerians. Everyone has to be committed from the top to the bottom to fight it. And I think there are two key things that need to be done all along. And it's not just in Nigeria, it's in many developing countries that you need to do this. But in our country, you need to couple, yes, by all means, pursue those who are corrupt, punish them, make sure there is no impunity. But that has to be coupled with something which doesn't get as much as attention, which is building institutions. It's unglamorous, it's work that takes time, but we have to do it. We have to put it in place.
I have to ask you a question that is not part of directly your portfolio, but it is your government. Nigeria has always had laws banning homosexuality, but you have passed a further law which criminalizes it so that somebody who is gay would have to spend 14 years in prison. You also have passed the law that says that people who are in some way promoting gay clubs or gay discussion would be imprisoned for 10 years. This seems an assault on a minority's rights. It also seems an assault on free speech. Why is Nigeria doing this?
Well, let me say this, Farid, that, we're here in the U.S. and it took 40 to 50 years or more on the conversation of, the gay community to get where the U.S. is. I think that, we need a conversation in the country. We need evolution. 96% of people, support these laws. But I think we need to unpack the laws for them to see, between being a gay person and between same-sex marriage, because the two are confounded in people's minds, and there's a strong sentiment against same-sex marriage, just as you had here before, and it's still evolving. I think it's a question of conversation, discussion, evolution, education, and engagement over time, just as happened in this country and in Europe. It's not something that happened overnight. So I would say withhold judgment, and let us work on this.
Madam Finance Minister, pleasure to have you on.
Thank you.
And we will be done.